What's up, everybody? Mikael here,
Megan here, and Merry Christmas.
and welcome to podcast episode number 2, Behind Relationship Goals. What?
All right, so it's Christmas season na. Ilang days na lang. Pasko na.
At the time of shooting, 5 days left, but come on, we gotta tell them about episode 1.
Oh yeah, guys, whoever listened to episode 1, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much. We are super duper happy. Actually, I don't know how many viewers or how many listeners we've had since we posted, but feedback on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Anchor, it's been amazing, and we're super happy that everybody is super happy, even my relatives. My cousins and my friends who don't normally watch my teleseries, they listen to the podcast, watch the podcast, and they enjoyed. So, hey, I'm happy. Mission accomplished. Bones.
Super
High five.
happy. Super happy to everyone that listened to the podcast, watched on YouTube. And what's cool now is that you can also listen to the podcast on other platforms. It's on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcast, Stitcher, and YouTube if you want to see our faces. If you want to lang naman.
Yeah, and we'll start posting on Facebook as well. We're just going to saturate the whole podcast market,
Yeah.
video and audio wise.
All right. So, what do we do during the holidays? Are we festive people?
Oh, okay, because I'm assuming that this podcast is about Christmas. So, yeah, it's a Christmas podcast. How do we go about this?
Festive ka ba?
Um, yeah, I would say not in the traditional sense. I mean, people who are festive traditionally, they put up the decorations and do all the Christmassy things, eating out and whatever. But for myself, I just enjoy the spirit of Christmas, which is when people get together, seeing your friends again. This is actually the only time that I get to see my friends and most of my family. So I look forward to the Christmas season every year.
Yung Christmas SI sa akin.
What's SI?
Sensitive issue.
Okay, why is that?
Medyo sad siya sa family namin.
Okay,
Because
I don't
of-
know this story.
You know
Why?
this.
What? I don't know why.
Okay, so before, Christmas used to be so fun for our family because we'd always be together.
So it's not fun anymore now that you're with me?
I mean, it's fun that I'm with you. Pero syempre, at the back of my head, I'm always thinking, oh, that one Christmas that just ruined it for everyone.
What Christmas was that?
The day after Christmas,
Which was?
si Papa.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Now
Yeah.
I remember. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
So backstory, my parents aren't together anymore and all of this happened during the Christmas season. So pag magkakasama kaming magkakapatid, me, my brother, and my sister, we're just like, oh, BV, what are we going to do for Christmas? Are we going to enjoy this together? How are we actually going to enjoy the holidays when we have this whole like sad moment in our lives at the back of our heads?
yeah, I remember that. That was like 2 years into our relationship.
No,
A year.
th-
Same
we
year.
weren't even together. Like we were just like dating. So I couldn't even tell you na, hey, this is what happened last Christmas. My dad left. Lol.
Okay. Okay. Wow. You know what? Okay, this podcast is starting out a bit too heavy. Can we like segue out of this for a
Okay.
while? We'll get back to that. That was actually a big point in our relationship. I
Yeah,
would
it
say.
was. It was. And that's where everything started basically.
Yeah, but before that, I mean, I guess we can talk about holiday plans. Something easy.
Okay.
Nothing too heavy right away.
Gosh, sobrang bigat na agad. Sorry. Sorry naman. Christmas talaga eh. Yun yung nagagawa sa akin. But holiday plans. So what do we have planned for the holiday season?
As per usual, over the past few years, I have had absolutely nothing planned. The only plans that I have are on the 24th and 25th. So the 24th is usually a lunch or a dinner with my dad's side, and the 25th is a lunch or dinner with my mom's side.
Tapos saling pusa ako.
Yeah, definitely.
I just joined in the fun and then me, Victor, and Lauren just find a lunchtime or a dinner time to just be together. And that's our Christmas moment.
Yeah, and I like inviting Megan to my Christmas dinners and lunches only because she gets to meet and interact with all my cousins. On my dad's side, I have 50 plus cousins plus titos and titas. On my mom's side, I think almost 30. or just above 30. So that's 80 first cousins, very typical Filipino clan. And it's really fun and it's overwhelming for Megan. And it's nice seeing her in such an awkward
I
situation because there are so
know.
many people.
I'm such an awkward person, especially when it's a big group. I don't know how to interact with people sometimes. So that's why you'll see me on my phone just in the corner because I just don't know how to talk to people sometimes. But it is fun because I've gotten so close to his cousins that even though like somebody will like come up to the corner and be like, "Hey, what's up? Like, what have you been doing?" I'm game naman. I just don't know how to start a conversation.
Oh, she's become family.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. I love the bigness of the group. I love the food that's always there. And I just love hearing stories from different people.
Yes, I must say the food in our family reunions are usually
So
on
good.
point.
So good.
Okay, but at any rate, this is behind relationship goals. So let's dive into a certain topic, which is balancing, I guess, Christmas plans.
Yeah.
There are my plans, and of course,
There are
there
my
are your
plans.
plans. So how have we handled that recently?
Well, you usually have a lot more plans because your family is all in Manila.
Yes.
So we usually work my family plans around that.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi kami lang magkakapatid yung magkakasama and nagsa-celebrate. So we usually do all your things and then pili na lang kami ng time tsaka day when Vic and I and Lo can just get together.
Yeah, so basically for the 24th, 25th, and even New Year's, the 1st, Megan and I have never really had any problems balancing our plans. I think most of the excitement comes after Christmas.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So from the 26th to the 31st, that's when some crazy things happen. And over the past few years, those have been my favorite times because one example would be 3 years ago, was it?
Yeah, I think so.
3 years ago, we had a Christmas party on the 25th, and I was with my family, my brothers and sisters. I don't know where Megan was. Where were you then?
I was taping.
Oh, she was taping
I
for
was working.
Marimar.
Yeah.
She was taping for Marimar. We were all feeling adventurous. We were thinking of where to go. My older brother was in Nepal, so me and two other siblings, on a whim, decided that on the 26th, the morning of the 26th, we were gonna fly out to Nepal and climb the Himalayas, and it
Without
was
me?
amazing. It wasn't Bones wasn't with me, so I have to go back to Nepal with her. But that was quite possibly the most memorable Christmas vacation I've ever had. Sorry you weren't a part of it.
It's okay.
But
It's
yeah.
okay. There's always going to be a next time. Hey, wait. Do you have a Christmas gift for me na?
Oh, no.
Bakit wala pa? Huh?
Okay, I've never been, when it comes to gifts, birthday gifts, Christmas gifts, I have never been one to plan ahead. And literally, I have always been very spontaneous about it. And here's another thing. When it comes to Christmas gifts, birthday gifts, or any kind of gift, most especially to a loved one, like Megan, I tend to not go retail. I don't like purchasing things for them. It's either going to be a handcrafted item or an experience. So those are usually the criteria
Yeah.
that revolves around my gift giving.
I am not good at giving gifts. I am the worst at giving gifts. Like, minsan lang ako magbigay ng gift, but I had put a lot of thought into that gift if ever I give one to you. And I remember when we first got together, we would try to give each other retail stuff. Like I gave you a watch one time
Yeah.
because it was something that you were really thinking of buying, but then I went
you gave
ahead.
me a G-Shock,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
It was orange and black. I remember
Okay, I
pa.
remember. I still have that.
You still have it. And I think I gave you you gave me an iPad, I think, one time.
I gave you an
I
iPad.
think you did.
I doubt that.
What?
I don't think I gave you. I
Sino
wouldn't.
nag-
I would not give you an iPad.
Or did I give you one?
You probably gave yourself an
I
iPad.
probably bought myself one.
I would not give Megan an iPad. Okay, wait. Now I'm curious. What was your most memorable gift that you received from me?
Kahit na hindi Christmas?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, so one of the best gifts that you have ever given me it wasn't a material thing. It was an experience.
Oh my God, I remember this. Okay, go.
Okay,
Go.
this was a birthday gift. You gave it to me on my birthday, and we were at your house, and you said, "Hey, let's go to the room. Ooh, let's go to the room. What's going to happen there? And then you told me to close my eyes, and the room was probably a bit dark.
Yeah.
And you would instruct me to do certain things. Like you said, okay,
Yes.
step forward, touch what's in front of you, smell what's in this cup. Yung mga ganon. And it was all about sensory.
Our relationship.
Our relationship. And it had to do with everything that I touched, everything that I smelt,
And
na
felt.
binigay mo sa, and I felt. Everything was connected to our relationship. Like you would have coffee maybe just to
Yes.
remind us of like the times that we had coffee. And then you always had a story behind it. And that's something that I will never, ever, ever, ever forget. Also, wait, I have a number 2, but this one is my number 1 ever gift
I
that
was
you've
pretty
given
good
me.
at this, huh?
Yeah. Ano nangyari? Asan na?
Oh, wait,
Nawala na.
wait, where's
Just
what's
kidding,
the
just
number
kidding.
1?
Number 1 would be also a birthday gift. This was the first year that we were together. And we had only been together for like almost 2 months, maybe.
Okay.
And I woke up and there was a bouquet of flowers next to me with a letter.
Okay.
And you had given me...
Oh, the egg pie. Sorry.
Sorry, wait, tinuunahan
sorry,
mo.
I'm sorry.
You had given me a treasure hunt. A treasure hunt in my own house. And these were all things that you made. So the first thing was to go down into the ref or the freezer and see what was there. And you had given me my favorite egg tarts. And I loved that so much. And every single gift had an anecdote from when we met to when we were dating to us being together already.
What else was in the treasure hunt? So I know you woke up, there was a letter beside you.
With a bouquet of flowers.
With flowers. Then you went down to your ref, and then I had bought you a slice of
tart.
egg
No, you
egg
got
pie or
the egg
tart.
tarts.
And then there's a note there again.
And then you told me to go to my room, and there was an quote-unquote emergency kit. It was a taping emergency kit with candy and gummy bears.
Oh yeah, okay. Wow, you remember that one. I
Yeah,
completely forgot
lahat
about
yan
that.
may note. Tapos parang it's all about my date eh. Tapos nakalagay doon how you felt at that moment.
Was there a
And-
stuffed toy as well?
Wait.
Okay.
So after that, it was the picture frame with one of the first pictures that we ever took.
No, it was the first picture we ever
And I
took.
still have that.
Yes.
And there's still the note at the back of it.
Cool. I want to see that note again.
And then the last one, you told me to go to the bathroom, which I did see as soon as I woke up. I just didn't want
Realize.
to realize
Okay.
what it was, or I didn't want to look at it because feeling it's part of the treasure hunt. And you got me an ugly doll. Well, it's called
Ugly cute.
Ugly Cute Doll, and we named it Mr. Fofo.
Yeah. Do we still have Mr. Fofo, or is he gone?
No, he's still there. He's still there. And
Okay.
there's this really, really nice letter. And for those of you that don't know, Mikael writes the best letters. He's
Thank you,
so good at
Ateneo.
writing.
English 10.
He's so good at writing letters, as in nakakakilig. But I'll always have that. That'll be my number 1 gift that you ever gave me.
Cool.
And okay lang na it doesn't have to be something material. What's important is, tignan mo, hanggang ngayon, naaalala ko every single detail because you put so much thought and work into it.
What?
Huwag kang kiligin masyado.
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. Even I forgot about those things. But anyway, now that I remember, yes, I like giving experiences as gifts. And yeah, that first one was basically a trust game where you were blindfolded and I basically used your other senses to remember milestones or memorable experiences in our relationship. And then, of course, the treasure hunt. I've always wanted to do that. I think I saw it in a movie and I wanted to recreate it. But my turn. Okay, off the top of my head, without thinking, the most memorable 2 gifts that Megan has ever given me. One was a box of clean and clear oil strips. I don't know why. I guess
This
it's
is not
memorable.
sponsored, ah.
I guess it's memorable because I use it every day up to this day. All the time. Those who I work with in GMA, they know that.
Oily ka eh.
Yeah, I have very oily skin. So, yun yung panlaban ko. I don't like using foundation and pressed powder and all that. So, I just use the oil filters. And I think we had a budget then.
Yeah, so it came to a point when I was like, I don't know what to get you for Christmas. And then you came up with this challenge and you're like, okay, we can't spend.
Yeah, so I think my budget for that one was $500 or $1,000.
It was
Yeah.
500. It was 500.
So I don't remember what I gave Megan, but she gave me a box of clean and clear oil strips, which was extremely useful for me. And up to this day, I remember it. So hey, good job.
It was a 5-year supply of
Yeah,
oil
and
strips.
it was a lot. It was like one whole Tupperware full of oil strips. And the second most memorable gift that she gave me was the bag tags. Okay, so there's this booth in Mega Mall where they make bag tags that you clip on or hook onto your travel bag. And it had my name, Fofo, and she had her own Bonez.
Mm-hmm.
And it's useful up to this day. It's still stuck to my maleta until now. And that cost you $100.
Yeah.
Because the next year, after the 500 peso limit, I challenged her even more. I said that we have a 100 peso gift giving limit. And we got creative. And it's.
I made a
not
card for you.
Yeah, I don't think it's surprising that
Yeah.
the most memorable, at least for me, were the two gifts that were price limited.
Yeah. Hindi naman kailangan gumastos.
Yeah, no, I
don't
like
need to
that. I
spend.
think that's a tip. I think that's a good tip for everyone that, to keep things fresh and challenge one another. I think setting price limits and item limits
Yeah.
really helps.
And I don't think, well, now that we've been together for a while, we kind of lay low on the gift giving. Like we don't really give each other gifts anymore. We just celebrate the holiday with family. And it came to a point where we just started giving gifts to other people. Like the people that have helped us out. Like in work,
Yes.
in life, and people like just helping out the community.
Yes, that's true. But I mean, to that point, to that end, I would like to explain that 8 years of being with Megan, during this Christmas, we actually don't give Christmas gifts to other people anymore. I would love to be honest with you. I would love to be able to give gifts and personalize them for each and every person who's important in my life. But the thing is, that is almost impossible to do. It takes up so much time. There's a lot of stress involved.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of time in traffic that you have to go through to be able to do that.
And for some people, gifts are very important to them. Like they really value gifts. But I don't think that's like our love language.
It isn't. It isn't.
That's not how we show our appreciation for other people. We don't give gifts. We spend time with them. That's how we show our appreciation for other people. We talk to them. Like we're not gifty people.
Yeah. So for all my friends and family out there who don't get a gift from me, I still love you guys, but you're not going to get anything.
Sorry. Letting you know now pa lang.
Yeah. But like Megan said, we try to give back elsewhere. So my friends and my family, they're hard workers. They're well off. I'd like to think they're very successful in what they do. And here in the Philippines, most especially, we're a developing country, there are other communities and other places and other people who need help or could use a gift. So we would like to give to them, which is why last year, what did we do with my family?
Last year, the family cooked a bunch of food and then we had Christmas meals with one community.
Yeah. It was a barangay, and I think they had gone through an incident, maybe fire or something happened to their housing and to their community. So we set up a lunch and cooked the food, packed it ourselves, went over, said hello, and basically just gave them a good time.
Yeah. We just wanted to, extend
The
Christmas
blessings,
and
yeah.
the blessings to other
Extend the
people.
blessings we've received to others, which I think is a great way of doing Christmas rather than buying an iPad for someone who can
Yeah.
already afford it.
Hey,
right?
you know how you can extend your blessings this Christmas?
How?
All I want this Christmas is Big Cat Coin and Ragnarok. Just get me a bundle, please.
Okay. Yeah, on
Bakit
that end.
napakamot ka ng ulo?
I don't know if most people know what we're talking about yet.
Okay, so Mick and I, if you don't already know, we love games. And one of the games that we're playing now is Ragnarok.
No, the only game that we are playing right now is Ragnarok Online.
Yes,
So-
and we used to play this game when we were in high school. Like I would get in so much trouble for playing this game all night.
Yeah, and I guess it was a point of kilig also when we both found out that we used to play the same game back in high school.
Yeah.
I thought that was very cool. So they re-released this game on mobile, and it's a great game.
I love it so much. I
And
want to cry.
but
So
like
yeah.
most games nowadays, it's pay to win. If you pay more, you win more, and we have certain restrictions when we buy in-app purchases.
May ano yan?
May limit.
Limit.
So we
Kasi
both
because we don't go shopping. Okay, we don't go shopping. We don't really go out and eat. We make our own food at home. So we have extra money on the side aside from our travel fund that I told Mick that we should put a little bit into games, maybe.
Yeah. So this Christmas, instead of me buying her Christmas gift, Megan wants the Big Cat coins, which is the in-game currency of Ragnarok Mobile. So yeah, sure.
I had to. Kailangan malayo yung microphone.
Why not?
I'm so
Why not?
kilig. Okay, yay. So for everybody else out there that does play Ragnarok, happy playing. Christmas events have already started.
Yeah. So aside from that, Christmas, what are our plans after Christmas? I'm curious.
After Christmas,
What do you want to do?
ooh, I really want to travel.
Yeah. I've been telling Megan about this place. It's called Kaparkan Falls. It's in Abra. So I told her it's a 12-hour drive, I think. 12-hour drive. I told her, let's just go for it. Let's do something new, something adventurous. Go somewhere we haven't been yet. So take a day drive up to Baguio, stay overnight, and then next day jump up to Sagada, stay
I'm
overnight
super game.
because we haven't been to Sagada together. And on the third day, go to Kaparkan Falls in Abra. I think that would be super duper fun, and we'll let you know. We're definitely gonna vlog that.
Game. All right. Well, since the podcast is called Behind Relationship Goals, of course, there's always an expectation and reality to things. And since the topic is about giving, one thing that I wanted to talk about in terms of relationships is in how much do you actually give to your partner? Because
What do you mean give?
like, okay, an example would be there have been people that have told me before, oh, Megan, when you're in a relationship, don't give your 100%. You should leave some percentage for you. Like, kunwari, 70% bigay mo sa boyfriend mo. Tapos 30% leave it for yourself because if they leave you, kawawa ka if you give 100%.
Yeah, I completely do not agree with any of that at all. Here's the thing. I mean, I understand why some people would say that. I mean, if you're unsure of your partner or your boyfriend or girlfriend, yeah, I guess that makes sense. You don't want to commit or invest yourself fully. But if you are sure, I mean, you can't be 100% sure, but if you really want to be able to commit, invest, and see what kind of relationship you can have with this person, with Megan, for example, I believe you have to commit yourself 100%. I think that if you go 70-30 and leave some for yourself, you're not giving that relationship a chance to really shine. You're not
Yeah.
going to see the full potential. So you commit because I believe it's a leap of faith. And yung mga nagsa 70-30, nagbabaka sakali sila.
Yeah.
They're like, ay, baka kasi ganito. But
Why negative? Like, why do you have to think of, oh, when we break up, I'm gonna be lugi ako?
yeah,
Because I
don't
didn't
think,
leave any. Like, why the negative stance towards it?
yeah. And go all in, guys. I mean, we only have one life.
Yeah.
Relationships, extremely good and successful relationships are hard to come by. So if you don't give it a good shot, you'll never really know. So for me, if you get hurt in the end or may malugi, then that's that. I mean, that's kind of it's part of it.
Yeah.
It's part of it.
It's part of it, definitely.
So when it comes to giving, I'm all in every single time.
Give lang ng give.
No. I think if you give to someone, I don't like that. I also don't like that notion.
Okay.
Bones, when you say give lang nang give, because that's not true. Because if you give to a person, usually it's a person you love.
Okay.
You're a couple, and in some sense, you are one entity. So if I give to you and you grow, I expect myself to grow as
Yeah.
well.
It's about growing together. It's not
Exactly.
one-sided.
So if you're growing, then I'm growing with you,
Oh.
right? I think that makes sense. I think that makes sense. At least that's how I look at relationships, which is why in the few relationships I've ever had, in the relationship I have with Megan at the moment, it's all in. There's absolutely no reason for me to hold back. And I enjoy it so much. I think it's cool and fun.
You're making me blush.
Yeah. What's up?
Wait, so paano yung ano? What about if one partner is giving, do they have a certain expectation with their partner?
What do you mean?
Like, kunwari, if you're the one giving so that we can grow.
And then the other partner isn't doing anything.
Yeah.
Which is what happened to me and Megan at one point.
At one point in our relationship. It did. And medyo nag-away tayo dun.
Yeah, I think
We
that was
fought.
a pain point for us.
How do you deal with that? How do you deal with the expectation that you have for your partner?
That's a completely different conversation, I would say.
Yeah.
But
Okay, so
let me try.
because it came to a point when what you expected of me, parang I didn't meet that expectation
Okay.
with what I was giving you. Like, I thought I was giving 100%, but it didn't feel like that to you. Like, I didn't make you feel like you were growing as a person.
All right. So dealing with expectations. This is actually like a whole nother podcast. But I guess to simplify my answer, I guess being sensitive and giving room for growth to your partner is very important. And what I mean by that is if I feel like I'm giving all of myself to you and I feel personally that you're not doing the same, but what if that's only how I feel, but from your end you think that you're already giving 100%?
Yeah.
Then I think that needs to be communicated. I think a pain point for a lot of relationships is when there's miscommunication with that one person is giving 100%, pero yun pala your partner doesn't think
That's 100%.
100%. So then you guys have to recalibrate your relationship and
Your expectations.
your
for each
expectations
other.
for one another. It has to be done. And I think most people, I would go as far as saying like 95% or maybe even 100% of the relationships I've seen from my friends and family, this is a problem. Miscommunication and not being able to calibrate expectations.
Yeah, just so that people know, when Mikael works, he works like 110%.
Yeah.
And that's normal for him.
Pedal
Like,
to the metal.
yeah, whatever he's doing is 100 times more effort for me because I'm very chill, I'm very relaxed, and 100% for me when I'm working doesn't even come close to his 100%.
Yeah. And I didn't understand that. But then Megan has a different background. She had a different lifestyle, different personality. So yeah, so that is something I had to come to terms with. But yeah, that's a very, very deep and
Deep
rich
dive.
topic. That's a rich topic, and we can continue discussing that on another podcast. We're trying to limit our episodes to 30 minutes, and at this point, I think we just hit that mark.
Yeah, sorry if we started off a bit heavy, guys.
Yeah, but hey, it's Christmas, still giving. I hope you guys learned something from this podcast. Let us know if you have comments, suggestions. We did take in suggestions already.
We did. A lot of people messaged us on Instagram, and some of you guys sent in voice notes through Anchor. So for those that are listening on other platforms, if you have the Anchor app, you can actually record your questions and we'll be able to listen to it and hopefully put it on the podcast.
Yes. So before we leave, I would like to ask everyone to take a break this Christmas season, enjoy, and try out Ragnarok Mobile because it's so much fun, and you can see me and Megan there.
This is not sponsored, by the way.
This is not sponsored.
We really love this game.
Yeah,
To the core.
We're super hardcore gamers at this point.
Hardcore?
Hardcore casual gamers.
Hardcore casual.
So try it out. I just wanted to promote that and put that out there and see if I could like help spread the word a bit.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas and see you guys in episode 3. Bye.